So I'm just going to address this situation. I feel is quite a bad situation, really. So Billy Moore, who's just a YouTuber, he's quite well known, goes around documenting sort of homeless people, this, that and the other. He's been attacked at a David Lloyd gym. Basically just gone for a sauna. He's there just to chill out, relax, whatever. And somebody's attacked him. And, you know, you get a lot of people cheering it as though, you know, he deserves to be attacked just because he has an opinion, whether you agree with that opinion or not. I don't think he's politically aligned to anybody either. I wouldn't say he's right wing, I wouldn't say he's left wing. I just think he goes around documenting the homeless from what I've seen. And I see he gets quite a lot of stick recently at the races. And you get some sort of turds just coming up to him thinking they can just abuse him, which is utter disgusting. You know, he's a family man. He's gone home. He's had to explain, as you can see, to his young children why his face has been marked up, all for doing his job, documenting stuff online. And we see that across the social media platform, people calling for harm on people. We've seen Tommy Robinson, he's been attacked, obviously defends himself, and then he's the bad guy. But you know, YouTubers just expected to take the abuse and lies and slander that people say, because when they don't agree with you, they want to call you names, they want to mention anything they can do to sort of slander you or try and dehumanize you in a way that makes them feel better. And usually it's off profiles that have got no pictures and stuff like that. But this guy's been actually attacked at a David Lloyd gym, which is utterly disgusting, and a lot of it is down to jealousy and stuff like that. You get it with Mark Goldbridge. He sold the United Stand, and all of a sudden he's a sellout, he's this, he's that, and everything. And I'm only on a small scale. I've only just been doing it a year. I won't class myself as a YouTuber or even a content creator. I just set up a podcast to talk about my local football team, and all I have had is abuse of fans saying they want to come and find out where I'm sitting. People have even contacted previous workplaces where I've worked to see if I'm working there, to try and get me sacked, call me a bigot, call me racist, all the usual slurs. You're from a town that's had all this committed. I'm not even from Rotherham. I was born in Sheffield, so a lot of factually incorrect stuff just to try and get the upper hand. But I've had death threats, I've had an Osman warning, I've had numerous sort of nonsense, and same as, you know, people that I know like Danny Tomo, stuff like that, they just get a load of abuse online, and because they're just on YouTube and putting themselves out there, people think they're fair game, and I just think it's utter disgusting. I've been banned by my own football club. They've refused to take charity money, all because I've called the football club out on issues that I don't agree with. I had a meeting with the football club who said there was no issue with what I'd posted. They said I'm not banned, yet I go to the stadium, they don't sell me a ticket. I then tried to sponsor a charity game. They said I'm not allowed to sponsor it. Well, they didn't say it. They passed it on to a third party. But people are celebrating it like, you know, your freedom of speech has been eroded. And it's all great while it's somebody you don't like, until it becomes you. Because you'll become the victim of the censorship of free speech. And I think that is the problem. I think the government are allowing people like Billy Moore to get attacked in the street, because we all know we're not going to report this sort of stuff, because all you're going to do is get labelled a grass and whatnot. But this guy shouldn't have to go home to his family in the state that he's gone home in, because he's got a YouTube channel. You know, come on, wake up. It's just utterly disgusting. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of turnips online that just want to abuse people. It's embarrassing. And I know I'm going to get loads of comments probably abusing me and this, that and the other, calling the usual names, but I just think people have to call this shit out the attack on content creators, social media, sort of people that are trying to just sort of provide content for people, are getting subject to abuse, and I think it needs to stop.